You have now reached the On the Phone podcast. I'm Elise.
And I'm Daria.
And welcome to
episode 3! Oh my god, you guys. This is supposed to technically maybe be episode 4, but...
Yeah, we have some unreleased episodes.
Literally just one because we were being loyal Californian stans and, staying in for quarantine when that was strictly a thing, and I did not want to edit our episode from Zoom, so we just put an end to the podcasting.
Yeah, definitely took a generous break. Planned to come back a couple times, but you know how life gets in the way. But we are here now. It's almost the end of 2021, and we are in a much, much different place than we were when we were posting episodes originally.
No, 100%. I mean, we were juniors thinking that COVID was going to be over with for our senior year, had all these plans for us, and, life, of course, never wants to go according to plan.
Most definitely.
So, it's just, funny to think, where we are right now and everything. I think, this was, definitely something for us to, let the time pass by through quarantine and everything, because we were just so bored. And now, here we are, winter break, finishing up our first semester of college, and just doing this so we can, get back to just loving life again. That sounds really sad.
No, but it's true, in a less depressing way, I guess. It's very nice to just have a place where you can reflect and just talk it out, because we call this On the Phone for a reason. It feels like you're on a nice therapeutic phone call with a friend, and that's what we do this for. It's for our own benefit and for your entertainment. It's a 2-in-1 special.
No, definitely,
yeah.
Definitely. I mean, not spilling names or anything through this, because I think we would want to have paid viewers for that.
Yeah. Yeah, subscribe to our Patreon.
No, if this blows up and this is the start to our final well-deserved fame, then we will throw the names.
Oh, 100%. People are going down.
Yeah.
No, but, I mean, yeah, we briefly mentioned it. Life has progressed a lot since we last saw y'all.
Yeah, it definitely has. I think one thing we did in our podcast was always have a positive quote or motivation. And I'm just gonna throw this in the beginning of this episode. Mm-hmm. I think don't take things for granted. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, not that I'm hating life or anything, but
it's a good preface.
I just think so many things in junior year went so well, and I think I was in a lot better of a state than I thought I was, that now I'm looking back at things and I'm wow, I do miss the old routines I had. I do miss my long hair that apparently got chopped halfway off, because dyeing your hair does make you lose it. But just I think class of 2021 really had it rough coming into college, because there was definitely a lot that we were not prepared for, and I'm excited to get into the college part of this call, but it's on theme. Yeah, but there's definitely a lot that I think we shouldn't have taken for granted when I look at the past. I think I'm just gonna put it like that.
No, yeah, I agree with you. Because your problem seems so big in the moment, right?
Yeah.
And your world feels like it's falling at your feet. And we were going through so much, or thinking about so much stuff at that point, starting college applications, and obviously, the beginning of COVID was pretty crazy, all things considered. But yeah, now, literally already being through the first semester of college and still feeling stuck on those certain times, and just thinking about not only what we lost but what we had, and what we took for granted, and our free time and the opportunities. And I don't know, it's complicated, but I agree, it's definitely great advice. You gotta live every day to the fullest potential, which I should take my own advice, because I don't do that for shit. So
no, literally. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, senior year doing it online wasn't the worst. I think I definitely tried to pick up on some habits. Definitely thankful I picked up a job. I worked at where Elise worked. Am I allowed to just say the name of it?
I don't know. If you want to dox us. I'm kidding. No, but it was fun to have work together. And we had a lot of good memories within senior year because the world was kind of opening up again at that point, so we were able to get out and
in an extent.
to a certain extent and feel like we actually had a somewhat senior social life, like, balance between that and school. I feel like we did that pretty well.
Yeah. Ironically, senior year brought Elise and I together, like, a lot more. Like, it's crazy, because Elise and I think we've mentioned this in previous podcasts, but unless you're just, like, here, you know, driving or sipping on some tea and just trying to see what we're up to, we've been, like, in and out of, like, we've always been very good friends and, like, best friends, but it wasn't, like, a friendship where we were hanging out 24/7. It was more, like, we'd go to each other for, like, big things and, like, issues and stuff, but it wasn't, like, a dependent, like, friendship that, like, every day I needed to speak to her. And, like, even
which worked for me.
No, but then senior year came, we, all of a sudden, it's been, like, since 5th grade since we have classes together. We had all these classes together. We were doing ASB together for the first time our senior year. We worked at the same place. We ended up having, like, more mutual friends. And so it wasn't as terrible, and I'm thanking Elise for this, because there was kind of that routine that, like, oh, I'll look forward to, like, doing this with Elise because, you know, we both have the same place to be. And it was just, without that, I think I definitely would have lost a bit of more of my mind.
Oh, yeah, especially, like, if you know me and you're listening, you know I don't drive and I'm scared of ever being on the road. Like, so she was able to, like, take me, like, because a lot of, like, our bonding actually came from her, like, picking me up from work or, like, being at work and driving home together, things like that. Yeah. So, like, listen, be thankful that I don't drive, because otherwise you wouldn't have as good a friend. No, but no, it was really, like, crazy, like, the way the world just fell into place for us to get closer, and it was very much, like, a good thing for me to have during that time, because shit's crazy. It's good to have something constant and positive.
Yeah, like, I think in the moment I was like, oh my god, like, I don't have a constant routine going on, like, what is this? But, like, looking back at it, I mean, work was guaranteed for me at least once a week. You know, picking up Elise, I like doing that because, like, I'd have, like, the whole day at home, which I'm a very much, like, I need to be out doing something. So then, like, even if I had, like, a day to myself, which is so hard for me to do, I like the idea that I got to, like, pick her up at the end of the night. We'd have a fun chat. We would, like, try to definitely take advantage of the Bay Area and, like, looking and, like, exploring.
Yeah, and viewpoints, food, things like that. Because what else do you do in the Bay? If you know, you know.
I know. Like, speaking of the Bay, like, I definitely praise it very highly. Will always praise it, because going to school out of state, I definitely just really appreciate the Bay Area, but then every time I come home, I'm like, wait, it's, like, the same thing. It's just good food and, you know, seeing some home.
Yeah. It's really funny, actually, because Daria loves the Bay and I don't like it, and she goes to school out of state and I go to school in the Bay. So it's crazy. I mean, I've actually really come to love it being at school. That's, like, a whole nother thing, but yeah, like, I would say, like, coming from someone who didn't originally want to stay and would have rather, like, chewed on glass than gone to school there, it's been such, like, a pleasant experience. And if there's definitely different, like, subcultures and experiences within the Bay, so I think anyone can find one that they like. Like, it has been such, like, a positive experience for me. The diversity, the quality of, like, education, food. I have been, like, so impressed by staying. I think it's mostly just the high school environment that was toxic.
Yeah, but it also really did, like, prepare us for college, I think.
100%.
Set us up really well. Yeah, like, I try to tell myself that I left the Bay to, like, you know, get out of my comfort zone, despite the fact that I visited home, like, 3 times this semester. But, like, before, like, jumping right into, like, college and all those positive or horror stories that we have, because Elise and I are very much public on social media. Like,
oh, yes.
Yeah, we will tell you how we feel on our private stories. We will tell you, like, it's not in an annoying sense where we're like, oh my god, right now I am eating hot Cheetos while watching this movie. Like, no, we will give you like...
It's a full emotional update, like, definitely should get a therapist type of thing.
No,
yeah, I am very open with how I feel, so.
Yeah, and that was, oh my god, something. Because, like, okay, yeah, we were seniors, you know, applying for colleges, had these different ideas going on for ourselves. And then going back to the theme, I was saying that you never know what life is going to bring to you. You know, I know, like, Elise really wanted to go, to, like, out of state or something?
I was trying to be out. Virginia Tech, Wisconsin, Madison, University of Oregon, Penn State, LSU. Like, I was all over the map.
Yeah, and proud girl, you know, got in. And I
That's what really got me, okay, y'all? I'm smart as hell. I got into all these places and I couldn't go. But that's I'm over it now. I'm thankful, I'm happy, and I'm completely content with my choice.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I definitely... that was a struggle in senior year for me.
It was definitely, like, hard seeing, like, you be so upset about it. Because, like, I felt so bad. And I also felt very lost because I didn't get into, like, the SoCal schools I wanted to go to. Like... I say the whole thing of, like, getting out of my comfort zone. Like, I knew I did not want to stay in the Bay, but I wanted to be, like, close enough where I was still comfortable, so I really was aiming to go to SoCal. And I was, like, not trying to make my dad, like, pay so much money, like, for out of state. And here I am, literally, like, opposite direction of that. But I think when it comes to, like, choosing your school, like, what's not said publicly, like, there's a lot of, like, tiny little decisions that come with it. And then once you're in, like, it shouldn't really matter. Like, no one really cares. Like, you're just there. You're getting school done.
Exactly, yeah. Like, it feels like the biggest decision in the world. And I know for some people it is because there's certain, like, programs and things like that that's, like, really renowned, I suppose you would say. But, I mean, for me, I was, like, so concerned with, like, the social environment and, like, football games and things that at the end of the day, like, yes, I enjoy them, but if you want to have fun and you value those things, everyone in college, like, or amongst everyone in college, you're gonna find people who have similar values, and you definitely, like, make your own fun, and you can kind of customize your own experience in a strange way, because there's just so many resources and so many new people. Like, you will find a way to enjoy where you're at, like, most of the time, I feel like. Or find some aspect of it that you enjoy.
Yeah. Wow, very mature and positive of you to say.
I know, I've definitely had a change of heart since when I first committed. Like, I almost cried on move-in day because I was like, I can't believe that I'm going to this fucking shithole.
I know. No, it was definitely very emotional, I think, for everyone. Even if, like, you think, like, you like your school, it's just an emotional day.
Definitely.
General.
Oh, yeah, move-in day was crazy. And I am not at all far from where I live, or, like, where my family lives and where I spent, like, half my childhood. Like, I'm not far, but that step to independence and, like, adulthood, it sounds corny and it sounds cheesy and not that serious, but, like, now that I've lived it, I feel like it has been such a crazy, crazy transitional and, like, formative period.
Yeah, definitely is. I was just gonna say, like, this is, like, kind of on topic, but, like, I didn't even know where I wanted to go until, like, literally a few days before decision day.
Yeah, we both committed very late April.
Yeah. And, like, I was already stressing over my birthday in April because you already know I make my DAR month, my birthday month, a big deal. So I was just focusing on, like, the fun stuff, focusing on my birthday. But I was also very much, you know, insecure about my school name of, like, where I went. So I was, like, definitely looking at options that didn't fit me at all just because I wanted, like, a better name or, you know, that BS that I think really doesn't matter because, as Elise said, like, you'll find your people, it's, like, your program, like, there's all these little things that come into your decision that matter. And so, yeah, when I, like, came to my decision, I mean, I'm public on social media, so yeah, I go to U of A, University of Arizona. When I came to my decision, I've always heard about, like, their business school being very good and, like, having great opportunities, and I think it was a nice step out of my comfort zone for being, like, such a California girl to, like, experience something totally different. And I will say, my first semester of college probably will not be like all the other semesters because I did take advantage of traveling a lot. So every time I was back in California, it was definitely like a nice like breath of fresh air. But I think I already see myself coming back home and or this area for an occupation. So I definitely think like, as much as I was really battling with this decision, I was like, no, like, it'll be good. Like, I get these 4 years to experience something like a very much college town, and very much like D1 energy or whatever, and figure it out from there. But it was not easy whatsoever. Like, I think it was week 2 where I was already starting to like have a really hard time because I made the decision to not rush. And I didn't realize like how much of an effect, if your school is very much like Greek life oriented, that like, you know, that can alter your perspective on the school. So it was really hard because I was like, okay, well, like, I didn't want to rush my first semester. I will second semester. I just want to figure it out. And I was getting like all these types of FOMO, and I was like, I think it was definitely hard because I envisioned myself like having a friend group immediately when I got there and like having these certain things. And so I was like trying to get myself involved with all these things when like I think the answer was right in front of me. I did have an amazing like circle of friends, and I think in college you learn like it's not about quantity, it is quality.
100%.
So
yeah, because it's definitely easy to get jealous of like the big grandiose like friend groups or excursions or things like that. But yeah, I think I definitely have a positive perspective because I am so thankful for what I found at school. Like, I don't know, maybe you guys all think I'm being too crazy optimistic and like completely like, I don't know, like out of touch. But yeah, definitely quality over quantity with friends. I've been lucky to like find a solid like small group of people who I like literally trust with my whole life at this point. And yeah, so I mean I'm thankful and I've been really fortunate, and that's I think what I have a positive perspective. But if I acted on my first impulses, I definitely would have transferred out. Like those first couple weeks were so insanely difficult because I didn't have those people yet, and I was feeling really insecure and things like that. Yeah. So, yeah, like it's definitely not a linear pathway by any stretch of the imagination. Like everyone goes through ups and downs, and things come in at different times for different people. But again, yeah, find your pockets of joy. Find those places or moments or people that make it a positive experience, because if you've already decided that you're paying to be there, you might as well like give it your best shot until you can make a different decision or until it turns around. Yeah.
No, I definitely was like, oh my god, I'm paying way too much to just like be sitting around in my dorm. And it was like, I was like given opportunities to like go to parties and all that stuff.
Okay, wait, pause, because you're definitely not just sitting in your dorm. You're a part of so much already there, and you did really well academics wise this semester. So give yourself some credit. You're not a bum.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, I did do very well. So yeah, shout out to Cupertino for doing such a good job.
Our high school will beat you down. You'll feel like the stupidest motherfucker to walk the face of the earth. But now that I'm in these college level classes, I feel like it was what we were doing in high school.
Yeah, no. I'm very proud to say I have a 3.8 right now.
Woo! Yes.
Would not have been me, I think, at like a UC. Even though that was like my dream. But yeah, no. I mean, yeah, okay. The FOMO really gets to you, even though when it's like not that big of a deal, because you want to cherish like those friends and everything. So I was really like lucky to like finally experience going to a frat party, just to realize like it's literally like such a social construct, but it's like, if you're not.
It is crazy the sense of importance that is put on some random ass dudes, and you will meet them and you're like, literally, who gave you the authority to act like this? Like, you literally have no importance on this planet. Like, sure, you're a chill kid, but like, holy shit, like the fact that you're dictating whole like social networks. I'm like, what kind of crack?
Yeah, like
Greek life is crazy. I am probably gonna rush next semester, so that's another story for another day. But yeah, no, it is a crazy, crazy concept and a crazy social circle, and the hierarchies and the power that these literal like kids hold. I just can't sometimes.
No, it really is. Like, I love to see everything as like a networking opportunity, you know, so I really just wanted to be part of it, you know, to like meet new faces and all that stuff. But then when I'm at these events, like, it's like if you don't have a certain intention of like who you're looking for, what you're trying to do, like, as long as you have your group and you're feeling yourself, then that's your night. So after I experienced a few, I was like, okay, I'm here for school, I'm grinding on my own stuff, I'm getting involved in my own things, like, I'm in this whole new environment, let me take advantage of it. And it did take me like 3 months to really accept that idea. But once you figure out like your values and like get over like the childish, like just like party this, party that, then I wouldn't have been like so confident where I'm ending my semester in. So thinking things happen for a reason, and I'll figure out more with it with the next semester of like finding more people and stuff.
Exactly.
And feeling more comfortable.
Yeah, you have to be selfish and look out for yourself first throughout college, most definitely. Set your priorities and don't sacrifice them for anyone else.
Yeah.
And then once that's off the table, like, you can pretty much have like once you don't have that stress on your back, like, you can have fun pretty much everywhere. Like, the best nights for me was like when I got to like sit alone with a snack from the like 7-Eleven and watch a movie, or be in the dorm with just a couple people just like laughing and talking shit. Like, it's the most simple things that is what you'll really remember. Like, sure, frat parties or whatever, it's like, oh, it's crazy, like a table broke, or the like there was so many people, or this, that, the other. I don't know what y'all do at Arizona, but like at the end of the day, like those like formative, intimate like moments where you like grow your relationship with yourself or others, that is just like, mwah.
Yeah.
That's what I value. Yeah, I'm kind of done with the whole FOMO thing.
Yeah, no, me too.
At this point, like, because it was hard, but...
Yeah. No, definitely glad that we're over that now. I mean, like, people will, like, get to these stages later in life, but proud of us for, like, experiencing it, like, so early on and, like, learning to, like, I don't know, manage life through it. Because I know, like, Elise and I would text each other throughout the semester being like, dude, like, you have FOMO, I have FOMO, but at the same time, we both don't really like being in a mindless environment, and we do value like good conversations.
Yeah, that's the thing. People don't know how to converse.
Yeah.
And some people are rude. Like, when I tell you, like, these girls, like, they will not pay you any mind. Like, you could try to like say hi to a girl and be like, oh, I love your top, like, I love this, like, oh, you're cute, like that. Like, you try and like be nice, and some people won't even give you a second look. Like, they'll just walk right past you and brush right by you. Or these guys, like, you're literally like where they live, like you're at their frat house, and they will not even like care to like, I don't know, like I just really do value conversation and connection, and actually like shit that like means something and progresses you in some way. Like, I hate mindless small talk, or like, hey, what's up, man, like dap you up, and then I don't know, I just this is not my scene. So glad to be rushing. Woo.
Well, no, because like there's so many other aspects to Greek life that I love. I just don't think like the partying should be so stressed on. Like, definitely those conversations will come through like the events they throw and everything.
Yeah.
Putting us out there so that, you know, no one disqualifies me as a candidate. I do love Greek life.
No, actually, like, no, there is I'm being dramatic because that's just who I am. But no, there's a lot of very lovely people as well. And obviously I'm interested, so they have to be doing something right.
Facts.
Yeah.
Oh God. But what was it? What was my coping mechanism before I learned this? It was traveling.
Oh my gosh, you traveled an insane amount.
I know. No, I never like envisioned myself as like a traveler. Like, sure, like when it's summertime, when it's like time for like people to normally travel, I'll travel. But this semester was not like I had all these breaks, but anytime there was a concert, boom, I'm out, I'm in Phoenix, I take a bus, 2 hours, spend a night at the hotel, come back. So then everyone knew me as this chick that was traveling, and they're like, why are you doing this? I'm like, because like if I'm not, I like burn myself out so much during the weekdays, because like I was like slowly trying to learn like, okay, I'm focusing on myself academically. So then my partying compared to everyone was traveling. So definitely was blowing money. I came to the Bay Area like randomly in October. I went to 2 music festivals, 2 weekends in a row. I was definitely like, it looked like, I'm very thankful for those experiences, but at the same time I still was like looking at it as an escape route without like truly dealing with my feelings.
Mm-hmm.
But I think once it came to Thanksgiving and now winter break, I'm very much more like developed. I processed first semester and I'm really ready to like go to second semester with a bang.
Yeah, I'm excited. I feel like, I mean, everybody has that sense of motivation going into like a new school year or a new semester, but like considering the amount of shit we've learned and the amount of growth that we've had, I do think it's
short time.
Exactly. I do feel like I do feel optimistic that there's like a good semester on the horizon and like we have shit to look forward to.
Yeah. Like, it's definitely hard not to compare yourself to other people's experiences and stuff, but overall, I think not to think too deeply on it, you know, not take life for granted. And where we are in life, I'm just very blessed and thankful to be around friends again. It reminds me of, like, good times. I mean, there's obviously, like, some negatives. Sometimes, like...
Okay, there's negatives and positives to anything. It's what you decide to focus on.
Facts. I love being around all this boba, sexy men, finally, because the only type in...
Alright, I'd limit yourself.
My type in guys only exists in the Bay Area.
But boba!
And,
why is there no drive-through boba? Can that be discussed quickly?
Wait, I will start my first business on that then.
You're welcome.
Shark Tank? Yes.
That was a high five.
Wow, yeah, that was not as clapping cheeks.
We can only dream, right?
Yeah.
That's more paid content.
Yeah, again, if this shit's going well, you know, we are trying to give you this like really amazing Christmas special, you know. So depending on how not episode 1, but the new
this episode.
This is like technically like season 2, you know.
Episode 1. Except our first season only had 2 episodes.
Yeah, but like if this is going well, like so down to like dig deep. Yeah, but again, we're here, we're back, we're together after all this craziness.
Yeah, this was a very like generalized and like oversimplified, I would say, summary. We talked in circles a little bit, but you know, we just wanted to give the basic rundown of what life has been like, and we have these next coming episodes to dive into certain specifics and things like that.
Yeah, I'm very excited to like give all the tea on my Bay Area loves and
oh god.
It's like, Elisa's scared that because she thinks I'm gonna say things that are gonna get me canceled, but trust me,
she's a businesswoman now. She's a business major. She knows.
I know my limits.
Exactly.
But yeah, this was so fun and exciting. I think we're gonna go get boba now.
Can we actually?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Maybe hit Christmas in the park.
Okay, I have to be home. Anyways.
Looks like I'm calling someone else. I'm just
okay, well I want boba, but I can't go to Christmas.
We'll get boba. Perks of being in the area.
100%.
Alright. Well, thanks for listening. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Will we put this on SoundCloud too?
Yeah, because I like putting it on SoundCloud because you can put it on in the background of things.
Oh, okay.
Not us making business decisions on the damn podcast.
Oh my god. But
an inside scoop.
Yes.
No, but we will see you all very soon. Yeah. Maybe sooner than you think.
Yes. Follow us on Instagram to be updated, and we are so excited to get things back and running.
All right. We'll see y'all soon. Bye.